Cristiano Ronaldo is paid more than some football clubs generate in a year. At his peak, his combined income has exceeded $200 million annually, once salary, bonuses, sponsorships, businesses, and social media are included. That number does not come from one contract. And it does not come from loyalty. It comes from a career where every move increased leverage, visibility, and earning power, until football itself became optional. This is how that happened. Before the money, there was Madeira, a small island, limited opportunity, a family where money was tight. For Ronaldo, football was not a dream or an identity. It was an exit strategy. There were no safety nets, no alternative paths. That pressure created urgency, and urgency shaped everything that followed. By the time he reached Sporting Lisbon, the talent was obvious. Quick feet, direct running, fearless decision-making. But talent on its own has no financial value without exposure. That exposure arrived in one night. In 2003, Sporting played Manchester United in Lisbon. Ronaldo did not drift through the game. He attacked it. He repeatedly isolated United's defenders, forced fouls, changed the rhythm. By full time, the result barely mattered. United's players were talking about one teenager. Within days, Manchester United made a decision. They did not want to face him again. They wanted to sign him. That was the first major financial inflection point. Because once a global club commits to you, the audience multiplies instantly. Ronaldo arrived at Manchester United as potential. This was not a soft landing. United was a pressure environment, broadcast worldwide. Every mistake replayed, every success amplified. His league debut came against Bolton. Not a glamorous fixture, but a revealing one. He came on and immediately changed the tempo. He ran at defenders, won fouls, pulled the crowd forward. The reaction was instant. That reaction mattered, because commercially, momentum is more valuable than polish. The early years were messy. He was criticized for tricks, for end product, for decision-making. Most young players protect their ego. Ronaldo rebuilt his body. He got stronger, faster, more clinical. By 2007 and 2008, the output exploded. Goals, trophies, Champions League nights. Manchester United at that time was a global broadcast machine. Every goal became a clip. Every clip traveled. Sponsors noticed. Nike invested early. That relationship would later be reported as a lifetime deal, with total value estimates running into the hundreds of millions over time. By his early 20s, Ronaldo was no longer earning like a normal footballer. He was earning like a global asset. But he was just getting started. In 2009, Real Madrid paid a record fee to sign him, close to 100 million euros. This move multiplied everything. Bigger club, bigger audience, bigger stakes. At Madrid, Ronaldo became predictable, in the most valuable way possible. 30 goals became 40, 40 became 50, year after year. That consistency is what brands pay for. By the mid-2010s, his endorsement income alone was regularly reported in the tens of millions per year, separate from his playing salary. Then, social media changed the equation again. Ronaldo became the most followed athlete in the world. That following created a direct revenue channel. Marketing estimates have valued a single sponsored Instagram post at over $1 million at peak. One post, no club cut, no league cut. Attention was now monetized directly. Football was still the engine, but no longer the only one. In 2018, he moved to Juventus. On the pitch, it was framed as a new challenge. Financially, it was about portability. Ronaldo carried global attention into a new market. Juventus saw immediate benefits. Merchandise demand surged. International engagement increased. Commercial interest followed. Crucially, Ronaldo's personal income streams continued regardless of the club. This is where wealth separates from wages. CR7 branding expanded. Underwear, fragrances, footwear, and hospitality ventures like the Pastana CR7 hotels, where Ronaldo holds an ownership stake. These businesses generate income even when he is not playing. That is how a player stops being dependent on one employer. But Juventus also marked the beginning of a transition. Ronaldo was now in his mid-30s. Juventus's finances were tightening. The project was slowing. This was not failure. It was an asset approaching the end of a cycle. And when that happens, other clubs pay attention. Manchester City saw an opportunity. City did not see nostalgia. They saw efficiency. A short-term deal, proven goals, instant global attention. For City, it was low-risk upside. For Ronaldo, it was a way to remain at the elite level. Pure asset logic. But the deal never happened, because Manchester United stepped in. This was not sentiment. It was defense. Allowing Ronaldo to join City would have strengthened a direct rival and handed them enormous global attention. United acted quickly and brought him back. The announcement dominated the news cycle. Commercially, it worked. Engagement spiked. Shirt sales surged. The spotlight returned to Old Trafford. On the pitch, it unraveled. The second stint started well. Goals returned. Crowds responded. Then the fit broke. Managers changed. Roles shrank. Tension became public. The walking off. The interviews. The breakdown. This was no longer about form. It was about alignment. European football has limits, tactical systems, dressing rooms, media pressure, wage optics. Ronaldo's weight no longer fit comfortably inside that structure. That created vulnerability. And Saudi Arabia moved at exactly that moment. Not earlier, not later. Europe was uncomfortable. Ronaldo was still globally relevant. And the world was watching. The reported earnings exceeded $200 million per year, including commercial commitments. This was not retirement money. It was market-making money. Saudi football was buying acceleration, broadcast attention, sponsor interest, legitimacy, and the ability to attract other stars. Ronaldo delivered it instantly. Coverage increased. Interest followed. The league's profile shifted. The lifestyle reflected the deal. Control, scale, security. At this point, football performance was only one input. Ronaldo had completed the conversion. From wages to leverage. From leverage to ownership. From ownership to permanence. This is not just a career story. It is a blueprint. And it explains why modern football is now competing with money it can no longer control. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe to the channel for more. This is Sports Cash Files, where money meets the game.